2. Hey y'all, it's Natalie Shanae. I am back with another video. If you do not know what this channel is about, this channel is about life. My regular black girls, my regular country black girls, anybody that can relate to this. And just the journey that we have to go on to heal, to achieve the goals, the freedom, the happiness, whatever it is that we're looking for out of life. We're just gonna talk about that. We're just gonna talk about the little hiccups and things that happen in life that make getting our accomplishments just harder, more difficult. The social issues that sprinkle in and add into the mix to make those things easier, more difficult to obtain. So if you are interested and you liking what you're hearing so far, go ahead, subscribe, like, turn your notification bells on, because we will be producing, I will be producing more content like this in the future, okay? So, last week, just to give a little run back, I was up in my kitchen basically showing out my groceries and talking about my journey at the beginning, my health and wellness journey, period, to losing weight, to being more comfortable and happy with my body. All of that happened last week, and then I wanted to talk about moving forward into this next video about the steps, the things, the rules, the unwritten, unspoken rules that I had to follow essentially to get me to this point, and that I'm going to also need to continue to follow to continue reaching other dreams that I have in my life that will be coming to your awareness in the near future. Okay, so here are my steps. I only got 5 steps for you. I like to keep it simple. I don't want this video to be too long. I want to be able to make it impactful and quick because anybody's got time for all that, okay? So the first thing you really want to do when you are in the stage where you've already contemplated that you want to make a change, and you need a change, and you want to see different, the first thing you need to do is figure out what it is you want to see different in your life. What kind of change do you want to experience, do you want to have? And while you're at it, think about and write down the things that you want your life to look like. What do you want to feel? What do you as a person think about you, more importantly, first and foremost? If you have children, I understand if you were thinking about your children first in your dream. I completely get it. I'm not a parent, so yeah. You still should think about you though. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, back on track. Think about you. Think about what you want the future version of you to look like once you have obtained all of these things. What do you want to take? What kind of foods do you want to be trying? What kind of clothes do you want to wear? What type of lifestyle do you want to have? What do you want to do on a daily basis? Where do you want to go? What are the things that you want to experience? How do you want to feel? How do you want to interact with people? Do you want a relationship? Do you want to be single? Do you want children? All of these things. And having this vision without being attached to it is so important. I just want to interject that. I almost forgot about that, but it's okay. Have the vision. It's okay to have a very specific, detailed vision, but also not be so attached to a certain ending that you deny yourself of all the other possibilities that you could experience, because life changes, we learn new things, meet new people, the twists and turns of life. So do not get so hooked up on a certain person, a certain place, a certain experience that you overlook all of the other possibilities. So that is where we learn to practice the art of detachment, and that might going over those 7 spiritual laws might be another good video. Let me write that down. If you want me to do a video, create a video talking about the 7 spiritual laws of success, comment below. Just let me know, and you know, I will throw something together and talk about that video, because reading those definitely helped me. Okay. Anyway, back to here. So yeah, just embrace the possibility of something, of the thing that you're looking for, while also embrace the possibility of other possibilities happening in your life through practicing the art of detachment. That is all for the first one. Seemed like more than one, but it was just one. Second one is reclaim your time. Y'all know that lady.
And that I would have
reclaiming my time. What he failed to tell you was, when you're on my time, I can reclaim it. He left that out, so I'm reclaiming my time. Please, will you respond?
Reclaim your time and reclaim your power. A lot of times, so many of us have been raised to please other people, whether it was intentional or unintentional of our parents and our family members. They raised us to please them or society, to adhere to the rules of society. So this one it's a short rule, but it can be pretty hard. It can be pretty hard to release the need to be concerned about how other people feel about you and what you do and how your actions will affect other people. Now, this might not be difficult for all people. I know some people do not give up, but some of us, me included, are not wired that way, and I definitely care. I definitely have a heart, and trying to insert boundaries was one of the things that I struggle with the most. And so we reclaim our power, we reclaim our time by identifying how, where, and with who we are overextending ourselves with. Again, this can be difficult. This can be a difficult one to come into realization, because I mean, it benefits them, but it also, you know, overextending yourself with other people benefits them. It does, because I mean, you're doing things for them, but it also benefits you in a way, because it keeps you in a safe zone. Obviously, you wouldn't do those things if something in you weren't conditioned to overextend yourself, and you're more focused, where you, me included, I'm not targeting nobody, but for so long in your adulthood and livelihood, you have been accustomed to pleasing other people. So that's what you're comfortable doing. So they're comfortable taking from you, and you're comfortable giving to them. You, in order for you to achieve whatever goal you have in mind, you have to get uncomfortable, in a sense. You have to get uncomfortable, and you have to get uncomfortable by embracing telling people no, by inserting boundaries, by identifying what your needs are and expressing those needs to other people, by putting the foot down, not in an angry and aggressive way. Sometimes it's needed, but sometimes it's not. Just to really be able to get some of your life back. Because sometimes, you know, we drain ourselves putting energy into other people, places, or things that are just not healthy for us. They're just not appropriate. So, you know, it happens. It's life. We all do it. Okay. That was the second one. This third one. start setting goals so that you can get to your dreams. You already started writing these things out. So at this point, you should have a journal. If you're watching this video and you don't have a journal, it's okay. Get a journal. And first step I told you was to write out how you saw your future self. Now is your time to get even more specific in writing out what are the tiny steps that you're going to take to get to that space that you're dreaming and envisioning yourself being in. So make small, I mean, talking about, of course, you want to do your bigger goals. These are the things I want to do if I want to be a millionaire, and I want to be a billionaire. I want to be where the money's at. Okay, I'm sorry. If I want to be a millionaire, I am envisioning myself as a millionaire, what I'll be experiencing, doing on a daily basis, and then goals that I'll set for myself. What are the things that I want to invest in financially? What are the things that I need to be doing in my daily practice that are going to help transition me into the life of being a millionaire? So yeah, you need to figure out what those small goals are, and think, of course, you want to think about bigger goals, investing in property, having stocks. Those are bigger goals. And then you want to start downsizing that anymore, almost like a flow chart, finding the other smaller goals that are going to take you towards getting to that dream that you have, that lifestyle that you imagine yourself living. So for example, this might be the easiest one, but it can apply to anything. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to be comfortable in my body. When I first started this journey, I barely drank water. I was a juice drinker. I was a caffeine drinker, soda drinker, sweet tea drinker. I drank it all. I had to first imagine myself. I knew the biggest goal for me to be comfortable in my body and reduce my weight was for me to change the way that I eat. That was the bigger overarching goal. The small step goal that I did every day was I drank more water. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is drink water. And I have a cup that I keep with me all the time, or a bottle, well, mostly cups filled with water, and I drink that all day throughout the day. And now I like drinking water so much. And I also made the conscious decision to stop drinking sodas and to stop drinking teas as much and to stop eating candy. I had to make those decisions in order for me to reach my dream, to see my dream that I envisioned for myself later on down the road. Another dream, I know I want to be physically fit, so working out. I started out small. You can start, I go to the gym now 3 to 5 days a week, but for you, in the same way that I started out small with buying a few like workout dumbbells or leg, ankle weights for around the house, the resistance bands around the house, and I would sit during commercials or watching TV and do workouts in my living room or in my bedroom. I started that small, and now I enjoy getting up, going outside, or going to the gym to work out instead of being inside the house, because I want to put more intensity into my workouts. Makes sense? I hope so. All right, so yeah, start with goals that are easily attainable and easily maintainable. I don't feel like I said that right, but yeah, something that you know you can do every day. Something, even if you had the hardest days, you could probably get it done. Like, you can drink water. It's not, you have to drink something. You might as well drink the water, because your water is going to help you reach your goals. It might be uncomfortable to start off in the beginning, but certainly not the end of the world. It's not one of your bigger goals. Start with something small like that, and that's okay. The next one, this is a big one. Start working on your mental health and start to really think about and working on overcoming any type of belief, limiting belief that you have about yourself, your capabilities, and the resources that you have access to get the job done, to achieve your dream body, achieve your dream goal. People, I guarantee you, have achieved a lot more with a lot less than what you have. And it's not anything divine. Some, they just had the vision, and they had an immense amount of hope, and they believed in themselves to be able to get it done and make it happen regardless of what circumstances they were experiencing at the time. That sounds easier than it is, and I understand it just from personal experience. Sometimes we have a lot of different life experiences that make us think the way we think, and that is normal. It's okay to be afraid, to be uncomfortable with the change, to be anxious, to have a variety of negative emotions that are triggered by some sort of change. But if the change is positive for you and it would lead you to nothing but years of happiness, prosperity, and abundance later on down the road, why are you so afraid of it? And that's the question, and that is why I recommend you starting to do the work. Whether you can do it alone, which I don't encourage in the beginning, especially if you are having a really tough time. Finding mentors, like-minded friends and individuals. Friends is kind of questionable. Friends is off the table. Finding mentors, finding life coaches, a therapist, someone that is outside of your situation that can give you a different perspective than you've already had before, a perspective from a more healed place. Because let's be honest, sometimes birds of a feather flock together. So yeah, you want to get that outside perspective that can help you begin to rethink your mind and rethink what the capacity that you, or the glass ceilings that you're able to break, if that makes sense. Or let me find another word for that. Find some help, so that you can rethink what you're capable of. Because you are so much more capable of what you've been doing. If you feel like, and this is directed towards people that have been in a shitty place for a long time and are kind of like army crawling, elbows, knees, and toes crawling out of that dark place. I was there once, and I'm here to tell you there is something on the other side of it, but you alone are capable, but you don't carry out the resources, tools, and knowledge to get you where you need to be. So reach out to people that are equipped to impart information that will empower you to be the greatest version of yourself, and to help you rethink your perception on life. Because I can guarantee you, it is not the availability of resources, the money, anything that you think it is that's limiting you. It's the way you're thinking about your circumstances. Because again, so many people have done so much with so little, and you are not any different from those people. It's just the way you're thinking. The only difference. All right. Last one. This one is the home run, the hitter, the last but not least point of all. Stop giving a fuck about what people have to say about the changes that you are making in your life. And this is for workers, co-workers, employees, family, friends, romantic partners. If the changes that you are making in your life are positively benefiting you and the generations that come after you, and they are not harming the people around you, then there is no problem with what you're doing. Absolutely no problem with what you're doing. People are going to have something to say regardless of what you do. If you are plus size, if you were plus size like I was, there were people saying things to me when I was big. I wasn't good enough to be in a certain space when I was big. Now that I'm in a space where I'm happy and comfortable with my weight and how I can move and enjoy life now, there are people that have something to say about my size. Whatever spectrum you're on, somebody is going to have something to say. So you might as well do something and make some changes and get shit popping that's going to make you happy, healthy, and wealthy, because nobody has to live out the rest of your days but you. So, you know, when you sit in a nursing home or you laying across that deathbed, because we all gonna go away from here at some point, thinking about all the things you coulda, shoulda, woulda, make sure that you're not in a position where you can say you allowed other people to direct your life in a way that you really didn't want to go in. Honey, that is it. That is it. Those are the 5 steps, rules, unwritten laws, or whatever you want to call them, unwritten truths that are going to help you and me keep reaching goals, keep changing our lives, keep being impactful, keep climbing the ladder. So again, if you like this video, if you like having talks with me, Natalie Shanae, go ahead, subscribe, click that button down there and subscribe. Like the video and turn your notification bell on, so that you can get notified when I post another video like this one later in the next month or so. Okay? Peace, love. Bye now.